What's going on, guys? It's Python here. Um, just wanted to go over a few things. Um, as you may have seen in my Twitter video that I posted yesterday, I was talking about back32 and how to hit confirm with input delay on, and the reason for that is because back32 is actually significantly more difficult to hit confirm online than it is offline. So this is what you want to have on: offline input delay, which simulates the online experience. Um, I'm not going to go into practice in order to show you this, mainly because I want to talk about other things, and I felt like it's kind of redundant. As long as you know how to hit confirm, you set block to random combo block, and as long as you have this input delay on, you'll be, at least approximating the online experience to the point where, you're hit confirming in an online environment. What I also want to talk about is Sub-Zero variations and which ones I think are the best. Uh, Take my advice with a grain of salt, because I actually stopped playing this game back in April because for a few things, mostly because of how disgusted I was with Shiva's Stomp. But also because it became clear to me at the time that we were not going to get a major balance patch. We got the movie. I thought since it was coming out on the 2-year anniversary of MK11 that I thought, okay, well, if that's the case, maybe we'll get a big balance patch, but that never came to be, as we all know. So I'm waiting for the final state of the game to get back into it, and if this ends up being the final state of the game, I'm probably just going to get into Guilty Gear. But that being said, hold on. That being said, if you want to hear some of my insight into Sub-Zero custom variations, then this is what we'll do right now. Okay, so how do I put this? This variation right here that I have, excuse me, and Bice Ball with excuse me, and Bice Ball with Rising Ice. This one gets you the most consistent high damage. We'll go over that in a minute. This one is kind of like a play on Thin Ice, but with Rising Ice to get you a little bit more damage. This is like the Sikander variation. I think it's his best overall variation. It gives you safety, a little bit of new control with Creeping Ice. Sorry, a little bit of neutral control with Ice Axe, and then damage with Rising Ice. This one is like another play on Thin Ice, but with Creeping Ice, which I think, I think this is probably the best version of Thin Ice, because you're getting neutral plus safety. You're getting the safety from the Creeping Ice. You don't have to worry about forward 2 being, forward 2 slide. You don't have to resort to that. And this is the controversial one. This one, I think it has the most explosive damage of all of Sub-Zero's variations. And we'll get to that in a minute. Actually, I think we'll start with that one.
Sub-Zero, Scorpion, the Hourglass.
Okay, so the reason why this is the most explosive Sub-Zero variation in terms of damage is because it maxes out Sub-Zero's slide crushing blow damage mid-screen. Obviously, if you're in the corner, it's easier to max out the damage with the slide crushing blow or the 1-2-4 crushing blow. But mid-screen, you know, even with Rising Ice, you're maxing out at like 40%. And that's really only with the down 2 crushing blow, or if you have the variation with the Amp Ice Ball. But mid-screen, you're getting like 50% off the slide crushing blow here. So that's basically 49% plus the 5% of the back 3-2 ice ball, so you're talking 54%. Now it's also a 3-way mix because oh, they thought you were going overhead into slide into the ice trap. Oh, sorry. Guess what? I threw you instead. Now, this is where the controversy lies, because me and Tom Brady kind of had an argument over this. If you know Tom Brady, he's a pretty much a legendary Sub-Zero player. Personally, this variation is highly matchup specific, I think. Like, you don't want to use this variation with like any teleport character. You only really want to use it in like a counterplay situation. And if the opponent has a Scorpion or a teleport character in their arsenal, then it's then they're counterpicking you if you have this variation. Because like with Scorpion, it doesn't even matter if you knock him down with like back 3-2-1, which is like Sub-Zero's like highest hit advantage string. Scorpion can just wake up and teleport and punish you as the Archer Trap is recovering, which is kind of ridiculous. And you know, when this game first came out, the Archer Trap was just godlike. You could back throw into it and combo off of it. It was a little bit quicker because of the way the wake-up system was implemented at the time. It wasn't as negative because of that, and it lasted longer on the screen. It was like 5 seconds, and now it's like 3 seconds. So it was much more annoying and neutral as well. So they nerfed it in pretty much every conceivable way. So really, this is really the only way I think this is really feasible. Like, if you want to max out Sub-Zero's mid-screen damage, this is the variation to do it because of the slide crushing blow and because of the throw crushing blow. It you know, of the 3-way mix mind game there, you get a little bit more of an opportunity to mess with their head and get the throw crushing blow. So slide crushing blow, throw crushing blow, plus you have Rising Ice to max out your combo damage. You get in. Hold on. 31% if they don't break, and they can't escape it by breaking because of the jump too. It interferes with the braking mechanic. So even if they break as fast as possible, they can't escape it just by breaking. And if they do break, it's an extra 2%. It's 33%. Excuse me. So this is really the only way I could see Archer Trap being any kind of use, is to max out your damage mid-screen, and that's an important point, mid-screen, because if you're near the corner and you have, you know, Rising Ice with, you know, and by ball you can get, you know, nice damage there. And if you have like a fatal blow as well, like obviously in the corner you're getting the most damage that you can get, but if we're talking about mid-screen damage here, the most damaging variation that Sub-Zero has is Rising Ice with Arctic Trap. So, that being said, I think that Arctic Trap is worth 2 slots in its current state? No. Sub-Zero has better variations in this, and really I could only see it being used in a, if you really want to, I don't know, like if you're facing Garrus or something, like you really want to just knock him off the screen with damage. So yeah, it's a counter pick variation. I think it serves a decent purpose in that regard. But other than that, you don't really want to use like Arctic Trap, at least right now. So yeah, we kind of went over the variations. I guess I'll go over a couple more.